They think they own us, and I'm sick of this.
So a relatively old video from I think 2015 recently surfaced on the internet where it seems that this older Walmart employee is yelling at and degrading a customer who happens to be Muslim.
Leave it there. Leave it there. She wants to go in, she knows who does one.
I mean, just by looking at this, I wasn't there, and this video doesn't start early on where there might have been an entire conversation. But what it seems like is that this customer, who happens to be Muslim and wears the traditional headscarf, headdress, everything, apparently it seems like she has asked, can I have a changing room without any clothes in it? Why she wanted a room without any clothes in it? Maybe she didn't want someone else's clothes. She didn't want them to think that she brought in 500 pieces of clothing. I don't know. I don't know why, but apparently it seems like she wanted a room without clothing in it, and the greeter lost her mind. Just poof.
They think they own us, and I'm sick of this.
What are you talking about? I mean, I don't get it, honestly. From one end, we're being told that Muslims are primitive and barbaric and way behind in everything, and on the other end, we're told that we think we own the world. I mean, which one is it? Are we extremely far behind, or are we so far advanced that we own everything, or we think we own everything? Which one is it? Man, I'm tired of this game. It's like this game of bigotry has no rules. Man, we don't ask for much. We don't ask for much. Just give us some rules. We just want a basic rule set so we know what to expect. Wallah, we're not asking for much. Wallah, we're not asking. We just want to get a basic understanding. When someone is discriminatory against us, we just want to know which rule set are they playing with.
But see, they have to take everything off the chain.
Lady, hold on. Are you looking at someone as they're changing? Is that not like harassment or something? Is that even legal? Like, wow. What is happening here? Dude, I don't know what's happening here. This is weird. And the comment, do they have to take everything off when they change? Lady, how do you change? Do you keep your clothes on and then wear more clothes on top of it? Or do you take the old clothes off and then wear your new clothes? I think that's called changing. As in, you take something off and you put something on. I can't believe I have to explain this. Now, I'm not trying to attack this older Walmart employee. Obviously, she already had her own pre-existing biases about someone who dresses in a certain way and looks Muslim. She probably overdosed that morning on Fox News, CNN, and everything she sees about Muslims, obviously in today's mainstream media, or even back then, 2015, which isn't that long ago. Everything is Muslims are terrorists, Muslims are backwards, Muslims are taking over the world, Sharia law is taking over the world, Sharia law is trying to kill you, Muslims trying to kill you, your neighbor's trying to kill you, everybody's trying to kill you. And obviously, she sees someone who apparently on the news was reported as trying to kill her, and now she sees them changing in a room. Obviously, she's not going to show love for them. But also, let's keep in mind, there are a few other variables here. For example, you're 100 years old and you're working at Walmart. I'm not making fun of Walmart greeters or anyone who's over 100 who's working. My point is, there's something wrong with the system when you have people who are 80, 90, and 100 who still have to work to make ends meet. There's something wrong with the system. If you're old enough to be someone's grandmother, you should have been retired years ago. You should have been retired 10 shades of white on your hair ago. And you still have to work? There's something wrong with the system.
They think they own the world. You don't tell me what to do. I'm old enough to be your grandmother.
You don't tell me what to do. Let's think about this. Ma'am, you are an employee at Walmart. If I go to Walmart and I'm looking for the electronics section, I will go to an employee and ask, excuse me, do you know where I can find the electronics section? You don't tell me what to do? That's not how it would go. They would say, it's in this aisle, or it's all the way in the back. That is literally your job. If I go to a restaurant and the server comes or the waiter comes and says, what would you like today? Can I have the special and cup of water, please? No, you don't tell me what to do. I'm old enough to be your uncle. That's not how it would go, because their job is to get my order. This lady obviously has pre-existing biases and is also unhappy with life, and rightfully so. I don't know much about her, but assuming the things I mentioned earlier, she's probably unhappy with life, and now she sees someone who the media has portrayed as being the enemy. She's obviously not going to serve them politely and pleasantly. In conclusion, this video is relatively old. It's from 2015 and just recently surfaced or resurfaced on the internet and went viral. I don't want us to come out here and start shaming this older lady. This should be more of an education point. This older lady, sure, she might be stuck in the past, she might be stuck in her older beliefs, but it's also being reinforced by constant mainstream media bombardment against Muslims. It's always portraying Muslims as the enemy, and even though there's always that one-off interview that shows Muslims are great, it's not enough to offset all that bias. So, although she is ignorant, and partly it is her fault, partly it's also not. So let's take this opportunity to acknowledge that there is a lot of ignorance out there, and as Muslims, we need to do more to show that Muslims are part of the community, we are part of the country we live in, and we are not what the mainstream media loves to portray. Thank you very much for watching. For more videos, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum, and peace be with you.
If this video gives you a stroke, diarrhea, constipation, internal bleeding, or any abdominal discomfort, ask your doctor if racism is right for you. Ignorance sold separately, logic not included.